nonsense. Stack the money heads up like it's second nature. Gotta stay pulled up like it's second nature. Keep a chip in my ear like it's second nature. Big make me set like second nature. Says disappear like second nature. On the same block like an hour later. Whole team eating, but it's only right. There's a spare plate, but you're the phony type. J-Hus ugly in it. Baby, 1 minute. You're looking wicked. Hey, yo,
Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. With that, the wait is finally over. It is Super Bowl Sunday. For the call, here's our veteran duo of so many Super Bowls, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Well, Larry, the 2020 NFL campaign has seemingly given us highlights for 10 seasons, but it will all come to a close tonight as we welcome you to Super Bowl 55, the double nickel from Raymond James Stadium in Tampa, our second straight Super Bowl from the Sunshine State. Tonight, it's all on the line. We play for the Lombardi Trophy. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. On the ground, this is Leonard Fournette. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. Okay, there's a tone setter. First play from scrimmage, stuff him in the backfield.
You know what they were doing last night in the hotel room? Visualizing exactly that. That's what they were thinking about. Making that play, having leverage, lower than the offensive lineman, getting into the offensive backfield, knocking someone down. Just what you said, setting the tone early for this game.
Jeez, you are fired up.
When I see a play like that, I can't help it.
Little trouble thus far on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 11. Mahomes going to throw. He'll set up the screen to Fournette. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. A short gain there of just 4, and that'll bring up a 4th down.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed. But all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
And he takes this one just shy of midfield all the way to the 49. It goes as a pickup of 23. And it's good enough for a Jacksonville first. Fournette on the counter. And some space here. Finding room inside the 40. Fournette fighting through. All told, it's an even 30 and a first down.
And that's why defense coordinators always preach 11 guys to the ball. Because sometimes you have a missed tackle. But if you have a swarm of guys around, less room for them to roam even after the first missed tackle. In this case, tackle was missed. Plenty of open field to get after that.
And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground. They keep it with Fournette on first down. And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of 1, and it'll be 2nd and 11. They'll run it now out of the gun. And they'll get him down right about the 20. Give him 2 on that run, and they're still left looking at a 3rd and about 9 to go.
Nice job there defensively on 3rd down. Not only did they string the play out, but they didn't allow any room for a cutback. Really well organized on the defensive side.
Here comes the 7th play of this opening drive. They've moved it well, but here's 3rd down. Now Mahomes. And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. Now on 4th down, we've got a whistle here and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. And this one is right down Broadway. And the Jaguars grab a 3-0 lead. So not exactly jubilation over on that visiting sideline, but at least a high five or two for their kicker as he gets them the first points of the night here on the opening drive.
And 3 points are not to be underestimated. You're on the road, under the lights, national TV audience. You want to come out and look good, and that's a good start right there.
First carry of the game for Christian McCaffrey. And some room to work. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. That one good for 10 yards. And it'll be second and very short.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
Here's McCaffrey. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
We all have habits. We can be somewhat predictable, and you know me pretty well on 2nd down and short. What I like to say?
Play action.
Yeah, without a doubt. I thought that was a great spot to call it. Instead, didn't go their way, did it?
No, defense sold out for the run. Worked out well. 3rd down, here's McCaffrey. And he will not only not get the yard he needed, he goes the wrong direction. And a loss of 3 to bring up 4th. So the Lions go backwards there, and unfortunately that's something they saw a lot in 2015. They had the fewest rushing yards of any team in the NFL.
And it's one of those dubious titles that no one really wants to claim. Even teams who say, well, don't worry about running it because we throw it all the time. Being able to run it when you want to is a key to success in the NFL, and Detroit struggled doing that.
Great blocking, nearly sprung him there. 28-yard return, and the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10. Out comes the Jacksonville offense as they get set to take over here. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
Again, it's Fournette. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing him further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
And with a 3rd and 14, we have 6 defensive backs out there now defensively. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down.
Brandon, what I remember most about playing with guys who knew how to rush the passer, they would just tell you, just cover people for me, just long enough for me to get there. That's exactly what happened on that play.
Now here's Mahomes. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he's taken down, but not before getting this across midfield and just shy of the 40. They get 25 yards out of that one. And that'll be good for a Jacksonville 1st down. They'll run it now out of the gun. There he goes inside the 30. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 11 more yards that go around, a 1st down as well. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. But also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
On 2nd down, here's Fournette. And he'll be taken down just shy of the red zone at the 21. Good work to pick up 7 yards there. That gets him into a 3rd and 1 situation. Defense showing blitz. They'll try and run for it with Fournette. And he will have the 1st down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. They go play action here on first down. And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. With the first touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Jaguars add 6 to their lead. Well, that's about as quick of a passing touchdown as you'll ever see right there.
Everyone has a section in their playbook called the quick game. That was a super quick game. Out of the hands of the thrower, bam, right to the receiver, successfully for a touchdown.
How in-depth is that quick game part of the playbook?
It's pretty in-depth because people want the ball out of the hands of the quarterback into the playmaker's hands downfield as fast as possible. There are a lot of plays, a lot of options involved with that.
So out now come the Lions. And the first drive, 3 and out. Second possession, let's see if they can get a little momentum.
And oftentimes that first drive is just a feeling out process. You have some plays that you've got called and you want to see how defense reacts. And it may not go terrific on the first one. Now they're ready to go. They've kind of got to look at them, got a sense. Let's see if they open things up a little bit.
See if they open things up. Let's see what the defense does here, too, after a good stop. They start on the ground with McCaffrey. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Defenses always talk about earning the right to rush the passer on third down. And you know what offenses want? Win first down so they can set things up for themselves better.
And that wasn't helpful there. Not a big impact on first down. 7 yards to go on 2nd down. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Pressure comes and down he goes. Melvin Ingram in there to sack him for a loss of 6. It's his 3rd year in the league. Not a rookie, not even a sophomore. He's got to know by now when to get rid of the football.
Yeah, so much for the internal clock. I think we put an external clock on now. When we went plus 5 seconds, the ball's got to get away from him. Otherwise, that's the end result.
And with a 3rd and 13 here, the defense in a dime look. They'll set up to throw. Now he's flushed out left. Now he'll go deep down the middle. He's got a man complete. They give him a gain of 38.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, it was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice first down.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
With the struggles we're seeing up front for the offense today, they've got to think about changing up their play calling. Some screens, some draws, some quick-hitting plays in order to try and supplement the run game. You don't totally abandon it, but you try and give it a little bit of help.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. The completion good. This is Eric Ebron. And he's going to go out of bounds. He takes this one down shy of the 20. And the play goes for 19 yards. Gives him a new set of downs. Give running left, it's McCaffrey. And he'll at least get him inside the red zone here, down to about the 19. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down. of the pistol. McCaffrey. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives them a 1st and goal.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Oh, how about this on 1st and goal? And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. That gets him 3 yards closer here as it brings up 2nd and goal.
A lot can go wrong when you call a play like this down in the red zone, but that's where you appreciate this from your head coach. He's not afraid to trust his guys to do the right thing, and as a player, that means an awful lot.
They'll run with McCaffrey, and he's going to take it in for a Lion touchdown. A great effort there, taking it in from 4 yards out, and the Lions able to get this back within a touchdown. And they're back within a field goal. It's 10-7 now. Here's Prater now set to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense getting the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Leonard Fournette. He's got a convoy, and he might be gone. Touchdown, Jaguars. A great play there. 77 yards. And the Jaguars are able to strike quickly for 6. And with that carry, he's already over 100 yards here in the first half.
And, partner, you know exactly what he's saying to his teammates right now, right? Especially to the play caller.
Give me the ball.
Again, and again, and again. It's not that heavy, sir. I'll take it.
That's fielded in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. So here come the Lions now. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Wide open receiver complete. A good pickup there at 22. He's been the forgotten man in this first half. Not a guy you want to forget. Not only his first catch, first time they've targeted him.
That doesn't make any sense, does it?
Not
because
at all.
Those are the types of plays that he provides. When he does come alive, when they do look his way, not only is it a big catch, it's a first down.
Leopard, set, green, 39. All right, now, lucky 56, lucky 56, back 99, Philly, here we go.
Back to throw now on first down. Being chased out left. Two minutes to play here in the first half. We'll come back on Super Bowl Sunday after this.
All right, here we go. Green, 39.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And a minimal gain here as he's up to about the 47-yard line. Just a couple on the ground there. That's going to bring up 3rd and about 6.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Let's go! 3-19!
He'll drop to throw. Toward the sideline, and he will have the first down as he was able to keep the feet in bounds. He gets 7 out of it, and he also gets a first.
Here we go! Gun!
They're going to look to throw. Now he's going to go deep down the left. This is caught inside the 15. And he'll be down deep into Jacksonville territory. They give him a gain of 38.
Here we go, Nick. Let's go!
On play action, they'll throw. Steps away to his left. And he will score. Touchdown, Lions. It's their quarterback, keeping it himself from 8 yards out. And the Lions have got it back to a 1-score game. And this is up and good to make it a 17-14 game. Here's Prater now set to kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And now out come the Jags. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that can change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
They begin with a run by Fournette. A big hit. Knocked out sideways near the 25. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on second.
It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Jaguars. A big play there. His 2nd touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Jaguars are able to strike quickly for 6. And that'll give them a 2-score lead here, but I'm looking ahead. They just want to hold it for the final moments here in the 2nd quarter. They don't want to give up anything on the other side.
No, not at all, because if they don't, it almost had the feel of an imposing their will score. And right now, they want to make sure they keep that and carry it into the 2nd half.
That's fielded in the end zone. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. The Lions offense, they get ready to head back onto the field. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned they're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the 2nd half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. A gain of 6 there on 1st. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. He's going to float this one deep right side. Oh, nearly picked. Yeah, maybe lucky there. This guy doesn't drop many defensively. 3rd down.
Well, he did almost everything right. Excellent coverage, breaks on the football, just unable to haul it in and take it the other way. So he dropped an interception. The key for him now, don't dwell on it. Just move on to the next play.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And he can't hang on to it. Nearly picked. He's known for his hands defensively, but instead it just brings up 4th down. Here's Sam Martin now. On for his 2nd punt. He'd take a repeat of his first. It's away, and it's a high kick here, but not high enough to hit the scoreboard here in Dallas. Now Brown. So we've reached halftime here in Super Bowl 55. As we send you on over to Orlando, where we'll check in with Larry Ridley. He's got our EA Sports halftime report. Larry? So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. That'll be taken in the end zone. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. The Lions offense now with a football first here to begin quarter number 3. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. Now the offense lining up 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line. A gain of 32 that time.
A lot of receivers see the drag route as a risk-reward type of a play. The risk, going into the middle of the field where there's some big people who want to hit you. But the reward is oftentimes you get lost in coverage, running a little bit underneath. And when you catch it just right, as we just saw there, the end result can be a big, big play.
Looking left side, he's got it, complete. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. Corey Grant, 14 yards. And the Lions able to get this back within a touchdown. And they're able to run it in. It started with a battle in the trenches. They won there, and they got in for 6 points.
And that's going to be a tough one for the defense to deal with. They've got to go to the bench now and figure out how are we going to slow down this running game, because on that particular play, they had no answer.
Here's Prater now set to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
And an alley to run. Space to maneuver at the 40. And finally brought down right at the midfield stripe. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first.
I know that play went to the left side, and that's what it was designed to do, an outside handoff there. But how about the whole offensive line being involved? Seal the left side where the play was going, what they call play side. But how about on the back side? Just taking care of business to make sure no one can get there and disrupt it.
Is the biggest key the left tackle?
Without a doubt. Control that edge. Get out there. You want that left tackle. If you bring your tight end over there, either way, control the edge of the line of scrimmage, you got a chance to rumble.
Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. They'll run it now out of the gun. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up 3rd.
But that certainly felt like an example of a defense just saying, okay, we've had enough. We've gotten mashed all night long. About time we got a good play in. But flip it over to the offensive side. They've got to be really upset that they allowed a play like that to happen. They were pitching such a great game, they want to keep it going.
All right, here we go.
Throwing is Mahomes on third. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. The screen gets 7, but it's not enough, and it'll be 4th down.
They dialed up the screen pass on 3rd down, and for a second it looked like it was all going to come together, and they had a chance to pick up a 1st down, but the defense got there and finished it off.
Boy, a call like this, certainly tougher to make in a Super Bowl, but they'll go for it on 4th down. They'll go with a big bank Fournette. He's got a 1st down and more inside the 30. Touchdown, Jaguars. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Jaguars add on to their lead. And he certainly played a pivotal role with those 2 TDs and why they're up on the scoreboard right now.
Well, someone's all about winning, aren't they? Because he's not worried about the number. Sure, it's great to have 2 touchdowns. But the bottom line is what he's doing is contributing to their lead. He wants to continue to do so.
That's fielded in the end zone. And he's going to be shoved down pretty hard. Here's the Lion offense now as they get ready to take over. They did what they had to do to start this 3rd quarter, went down, got the touchdown to cut the lead, but the matching touchdown a moment ago, and we're right back where we started at halftime.
Yeah, you're exactly right, partner. They had a little bounce in their step after scoring that 1st touchdown, but the defense gave one up, and that's the problem right now. Can they get better play from their defense while they continue to score on offense?
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And the Jags get to him as down he goes. Malik Jackson able to swamp him from that defensive tackle spot for a loss of 5. So the defense has put them in a tough spot. It's 2nd and long. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. A gain of 39 that time.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
And now a 1st down following that long gain.
All right, here we go. Green, 30.
They'll drop the throw. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. A gain of 32 that time. They'll look to throw now on 1st down. And this is incomplete.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete.
Let's go. 319. 319. Gone. Let's go. Green.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Flush to his right. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10.
Let's go. 319. 319. What's in there, Barney? Detroit.
Back to throw. Dancing to his left. And now another one thrown incomplete.
Well, that was certainly an aggressive call and an aggressive play. Instead of just going for the first down, took the shot in the end zone, went for the touchdown.
And on third down, they said, forget about the sticks. We want 6. And the 13-year man puts it through, and this is back down to a 7-point game. So it's a 7-play drive, but it stalls out in the end.
Let's credit the defensive front 7. They were a little leaky at the start of the drive, but they stiffened toward the end.
Prater now will send it away following the made field goal. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he's going to be stopped dead in his tracks at the 21-yard line. Out comes the Jaguar offense now as they get set to take over. And it's a unit last drive that did it all on the ground, Charles.
And they controlled it from the interior, big on big, right? Offensive lineman versus defensive lineman. But you know, in order to keep the football moving downfield, other people have to get involved as well. Your wide receivers, your tight ends, lead runners, anything that you have possible to get in front and keep the ball moving.
And now the defense may be looking out for a pass coming up. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. So what will they do? On the ground, through the air, let's see. 2nd and 9. To throw, it's Mahomes. And they'll get him down here at the 23. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's 3rd down.
And we have to give credit to him for buying time and extending the play. But you know, there's some really upset defenders on that one. They thought that they had him. Instead, he was coated in Teflon and got away.
And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
Partner, the way this offense has marched up and down the field during this game, it's almost a surprise to see an incomplete pass on 3rd down, isn't it?
Yeah, they have had their foot on the gas all game long, but here finally stalling out. They've been brilliant, perfect on 4th down so far. 3 for 3, and they're going to try again here.
Here we go.
They do go for it. It's Mahomes. Wide open receiver complete. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. They'll get 23 yards there. And it's good enough for a Jacksonville first.
Let's go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. And 3rd quarter here, you've got the lead. This is where that strong run game can really benefit you. Stayed in bounds there, kept the clock going.
I like all the points you just made there. And if you throw the football and it's incomplete, now you've stopped the clock and you've helped out the guys on the other side of the ball. So keep it in the hands of those runners. Keep moving it. Keep grinding clock.
Back now here on EA Sports. It's Jaguar football here, and they'll look to extend their lead as we begin quarter number 4. Second down following the run.
Here we go now. Green 39.
They'll run it again with Fournette. And a big tackle there as the defender runs right through it. Near the 48-yard line. Call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5. And here comes play number 6 on this drive.
Green 39.
Looking to throw is Mahomes. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. And the screen only good for 3 that time, and it'll bring up a 4th down.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short gain.
Now the offense not going anywhere. They're staying out there. They've converted once already on this drive. Here they go again on fourth down. They'll run for it with Fournette. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down. A 14-yard first down pickup for the Jaguars. I think this defense tired of seeing him run the football, and this D-line probably getting sick of the O-line as well.
And as I'm watching this, I'm thinking about a conversation I had with Adam Gase, the head coach of the Miami Dolphins in the offseason. He told me that he asked his running backs each week for their favorite runs. Give me your 3 top runs. And right now, you're seeing a guy that's probably using his top runs to great advantage in this game.
He is in his zone. Fournette, a first down carry. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Yeah, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
Stopped short of the 25. The second effort couldn't free him. It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves him with 3rd and 5. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? You give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to make it a 2-score game. And Lambeau will put this one through, and that will push the lead up to double digits now at 10. So his second field goal of the game, and that could turn out to be the big one.
Yeah, you have to make them score twice to beat you, and that's not impossible. But here in the 4th quarter, puts their backs clearly against the wall.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. So the Lions offense ready to go back out onto the field. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point.
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about that. Super toe.
Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Yeah, not much there that time. And I think we were both wondering once he got out of the box whether he just throw the ball away and he winds up only picking up a yard or 2.
Here we go.
He'll look to throw. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Back to throw here. And incomplete here on 3rd down.
I'm not sure we could spot any tendency here on this 3rd down. They could have run it or passed it. Either one was available. They chose to try and get it through the air, but they were unsuccessful.
If they're going to have a shot in this Super Bowl, they're going to need this one on 4th down.
Here we go. Boom, landed. Boom, landed. Gone. No. Check, Patriot.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And no, It's incomplete. Jim Caldwell's guys cannot come through there on 4th down. And the Jags take over in terrific field position. Here comes the Jaguars offense as they get set to go again. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3 except in certain.
And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. A great play there with his 3rd touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Jaguars add 6 to their lead. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. Here's Lambeau out to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. And Detroit getting set to go now. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave him great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
Ebron caught left side. A nice gain of 21 yards. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
Hurry up, here we go.
They'll look to throw here. Forced out to his left. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Melvin Ingram in there to take him down and to take us to the 2-minute warning. Time for a break. We're back to crown a champion after this.
Hurry up, here we go.
They'll look to throw. Ebron's got it. And he's going to get this inside the 30. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs. Now they got to get to the line quickly. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. And he hits his tight end, Ebron. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Marquise Goodwin from 19 yards away. And the Lions are able to cut into this lead.
And that touchdown puts us in a position to have a discussion, doesn't it? Now it'll be a 2-score game after the conversion.
Yeah, I mean, there's no doubt with a 2-score game they're going to have to onside kick it. We'll just see if they've got a miracle up their sleeve.
And you wonder what onside kicks they're going to use and in what sequence if they hope to have a chance to win this game.
And the Jaguars are going to cover this one up. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. They'll run it now out of the gun. And down to the 36-yard line here. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Good gain there on first down. It keeps them in a running situation probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front, good blocking, nice hole for him, ends up picking up nice yardage, stays in bounds to keep the clock rolling. They are in charge of this scenario right now. They want to stay that way.
And not in any rush offensively. Three yards remaining here on 2nd down. They'll run it now out of the gun. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down. Finally, defensively, they have a little clip to show positive for actually stopping him running the football.
It's been a really long night for them, hasn't it? So they got a little bit of a win there, but let's face it, the vision that he's had running the football has carried his feet to the open spaces and to big yardage all night long.
Back to throw, Mahomes. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
That's a first down if he holds on, but you saw the contact, able to jar it free from him and force a 4th down.
Great play defensively there, as you said, just to knock it free, because if he had caught that, pass the sticks, 1st down. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. They'll go for it. It's Mahomes. And they're going to try the screen. It's complete. But he will be stopped behind the line as he will not come close to the marker. The Jags come up empty on 4th down. And the Lions will take over.
All right, here we go.
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. Well, nearly picked off there, and it would have been a great time for their first pick. Instead, it's 2nd down. He's lucky to be getting that one back.
After what they've done with him all day long with all the targets trying to go after him, he's obviously gotten smart, and his pride has kicked in. Made a terrific play.
Here we go now. Detroit! Detroit!
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. Malik Jackson in there to drop him as the clock continues to roll.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off right around the 43. And they will score. It's a Jacksonville touchdown. And that one will pretty much erase any hopes of a 4th quarter comeback.
With emphasis, interception, return for touchdown. Door closed, locked, reinforced.
And if the late touchdown wasn't bad enough, now they're going to go for 2. So sportsmanship nowhere to be found right here. So after the INT, here's Mahomes. And it's caught for 2 points. Very interesting way to end this one. They add on a couple extra that they really didn't need. And the Jaguars have done it. Jacksonville, the Super Bowl champions. And to the Super Bowl champions, they etch their name forever in NFL immortality.
That's pretty phenomenal right there. It actually gave me chills just to hear you say that, because immortality forever and ever. When you look in the record books, you'll see this team, you'll see their picture, that your name will be a part of it. That's got to be an incredible feeling, because it's been a long journey to get there, and now they get a chance to enjoy it.
And they are the Super Bowl champs. The Lombardi Trophy is theirs, and so are bragging rights for an entire season. What a season it has been. Feels like we have been there every step of the way. Our entire crew doing a wonderful job. Thanks to my broadcast partner, Charles Davis. For all those guys, I'm Brandon Gunn signing off. We'll talk to you next season right here on EA Sports.
Starts with a feeling, and you ride it like a wave, crashing so the sparks can come together. Don't need a reason why the universe was made. It goes on and on and on and on forever. And it's a long flight on this battle star, where we fight for love no matter where we are. Oh, 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 oh. And there's a big bang in this universe, and it makes me feel like the go don't work.
This is the last opportunity to resign your players, or they will become free agents.
You got me like and ooh, with all the things you do. Yeah, anything and everything a man can feel. Well, honey, I feel it with you. Baby, you're flashing, and I'm blinded by your light. I love the way you Jupiter is rising. You got me reacting like a lunatic tonight. I love the way the stars are all aligning. You got me like ooh. You got me like You got me like and ooh, with all the things you do. Yeah, anything and everything a man can feel. Well, honey, I feel it with you. You got me like ooh, I feel you.
You make me feel like the world's spinning like a satellite. You make me feel like the sun is blasting out a rainbow light.
You got me like